Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this hollering, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't you disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's who I am. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
No, this game is not over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We're streaming live on KYOKradio.org. I'm sorry. Somebody just sent me something that I asked for that I'm going to try and share on the show, and I was just trying to make sure it came in. All right. So anyway, a lot happened last night. It is Talk Your Team Tuesday, and today is the day where you get a chance to talk your team. What did they do last night? What did they do last night? What did they do this past weekend? It's your chance to talk your team. How about the TSU, Texas Southern University Tigers? Winless on this young season, and all they did was go out and knock off number 20, Florida, and not by a last-second shot, not by a buzzer beater, not by a putback, not by a half-court heave. Look, they dominated. They dominated. Final score was 69-54. That's what we call a good old-fashioned beat down. Congratulations, Texas Southern. Congratulations, Coach Jones. Congratulations to all the assistant coaches over there and all those young men. Great job on your great win. Real happy for them. First time since 1936 that a winless school in the SWAC beat a ranked team in the SEC. SEC schools versus the SWAC, 54-0, something like that. Well, baby, add one to that column. TSU got it done. Congratulations. I'll be rocking Texas Southern tomorrow. I won't be here Thursday. I won't be here Friday. Willie Gibson, Will Knows Podcast, is going to sit in for me on Thursday. And Dr. J, Jennifer Tebow, is going to sit in for me on Friday. And she's got a great show lined up for you. So y'all be sure and check her out, check him out. They are going to be in the air chair cutting it up right here on the lunch break. All right. So there was that. And then, of course, Buffalo and New England. Buffalo and New England last night. And I don't even know how I want to address that game. The wind, the weather made it crazy. You know, you remember how when Buffalo beat the snot out of the Texans, everybody wanted to say, oh, AJ, go light on Davis Mills because of the wind. Now, the other quarterback on the other side got his job done, but Davis Mills couldn't get it done. Last night, New England only threw the ball 3 times. New England only threw the ball 3 times, completed 2 of them, but they ran the ball for like 1,000 yards last night. They ran the ball over, 95% of the time last night and got the win, 14-10. Ugly football. Ugly football. And after the game, the head coach for Buffalo was given no love to Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. So we got to talk about all that. I'll try and get those clips for you after this break. But get in, talk your team, 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. It's the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt, then listen up. We can reduce or eliminate your interest rates. Cut your monthly payment up to 50% and stop all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years. Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Card.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Got to give the people now. Give people what they want.
I'm Ben Tankett, and you are listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM, streaming live, KYOKradio.org. Also, we're on social media platforms. Got something big we're working on. Pretty excited about it. Want to thank Mr. Ben Suttereth, BS3 Radio. Got something he just invited us into, and we'll be telling you more about that as soon as everything gets locked down. But yay. I like it. All right, Desiree Battles, how you doing? Keith Hennick, how you doing? Man, last night I was really disappointed in the Buffalo Bills. I thought Buffalo was going to come ready to play. But then again, I guess they technically did. I mean, they didn't get manhandled or anything like that. They didn't get manhandled. They just got beat. I'm trying to pull up the box score. From that one last night. Let's go box score. Let's go team. All right. New England had the ball 32 minutes. Buffalo 28. Buffalo 16 first downs. New England only 11. First downs passing the ball. New England only had 1. Buffalo had 9. First downs running the ball. 10 for New England, 5 for Buffalo. Third down efficiency, New England only 2 for 12. Buffalo 4 for 13. Fourth down, New England was 1 for 2. Buffalo 0 for 1. Total yards, 241 for New England, 230 for Buffalo. But here's where it got ugly. Rushing yards, 99 for Buffalo, which ain't bad. Not great, ain't bad. You want to be in the 120, 130, 150 range. New England ran the ball 46 times for 222 yards. But most of that came on one play. But still, New England just kept running the ball. And that proved to be the difference. And you can't be mad about that. If you're going to run the ball that many times and the other team is not going to stop you, keep running the ball. Keep running the ball. Coach McDermott, after the game, didn't want to give all the love to New England. And I apologize. They didn't give me the edited audio that I asked for. They gave me the raw audio. So let me do this. Let me come off of this and let me go to maybe this is it. I still don't think. Okay, here we go. Let me read the comments. So after the game, everybody was talking about what a great, masterful job of coaching it was for Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. And Coach McDermott said, and I quote, "Let's not give more credit than we need to give credit to Bill Belichick in this one." That's an eye opener. That's a how sway. He says, whether it's Bill or anybody else, they beat us, right? But you all sit here and you tell me when we start with an average starting field position of the 40-yard line, and he starts at the 23-yard line, and he says, I'm rounding up in both cases, and we're 1 for 4 in the red zone, and they're 0 for 1 in the red zone. You give me that ahead of time, and I say, I like my chances. He goes on to say, I don't think, with all due respect, and Willie Gibson taught me this, whenever you say with all due respect, what you're going to say after that is disrespectful. He says, I don't think, with all due respect, it's not a Bill Belichick type thing. Translation, Bill didn't do anything special. I didn't get out coached. It's what are you doing with the opportunities you got? What are you doing with the opportunities you got? We turned the ball over on the plus 30-something yard line. Sloppy football. I'm very comfortable in that situation. In other words, what he's saying, less credit to Belichick in New England and more we played sloppy football and we beat ourselves. The proverbial we beat ourselves. They didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. We had positive field position. We outplayed them on the red zone. 1 for 4 ain't nothing to write home about, but 0 for 1, you're right. They got their long touchdown run outside of the red zone. 65-yard plus touchdown. But he wasn't giving up no credit to Bill Belichick. And I really think, of course, in the media, we make, oh, my God, he's disrespecting the greatest coach of all time. It's gamesmanship. And it's a mentality. It's gamesmanship. In other words, I ain't giving him credit. And I'm going to let him hear me not give him credit. So he'll be worked up the next time we meet, and we're going to meet again. And it's a mentality. He didn't do nothing special. Listen, we're not beneath New England. We lost to New England, but we're not beneath New England. I'll never forget, long time ago, and then I got to take a break. Bob Huggins was the head coach of the Cincinnati Bearcats basketball team. Football team is what it is right now. But Bob Huggins used to be the head coach of Cincinnati basketball. And Bob Huggins had gone deep into the playoffs, even got to a Final Four, if not a couple of them. And somebody asked him the question about, the program and if he felt like they were on the rise. And Bob Huggins looked him dead in his eye. He said, listen, if you don't understand that Cincinnati Bearcat basketball is a prominent program, then you don't know basketball. In other words, he was like, we're not just glad to be here. We got plans to be here. We work hard to be here. We practice to be here. And oh yeah, by the way, we've been here before. It's mentality. Our mentality is, we ain't Duke. We ain't North Carolina. We ain't Kansas. At the time, Louisville. We ain't all them. But guess what? We're Cincinnati. And we're here. It's mentality. And I'm not mad. I'm not a fan of Sean McDermott, but I'm not mad at him for having that mentality. I think everybody, or a lot of people, let me be careful, a lot of people in the media and in sports think that you ought to have this measure of humility when it comes to certain people. When it comes to Bill Belichick, when it comes to Greg Popovich, when it comes to Nick Saban. I'm trying to think of baseball. Who's that person? I don't think there's anybody in baseball anymore. It used to be a couple of managers. You're supposed to have this measure of humility. You always give them credit for being smart. You always give them credit for, oh man, they got me again. Like, outsmarted me again. And Sean McDermott went with the mentality, it's a poor dog gonna wag his own tail. Now, I ain't Bill Belichick. I don't have all the rings. I don't have all the chips. But guess what? My dogs are just as good as his. My calls are just as good as his. My practices, my schemes, my strategies are just as good as his. And I mean, there are a lot of people that, oh, well, wait till you get there and then talk your stuff. Well, you know what? Every now and then you got to believe in yourself on the journey. You got to see yourself as what you want to be, as opposed to letting folks define when you actually have arrived. And I'm not mad at Sean McDermott for doing that. I like that he's got a little swag. I like that he's not curling up in a corner and saying, oh, yeah, Bill Belichick got me again. Oh, God, he was so smart. I can't believe they ran the ball all those times. I was waiting on them to throw. We had a game plan for them to throw the ball. He's like, nah, let's not give him too much credit here. We had several opportunities that we didn't take advantage of. Now they lost, and it was like a double loss because you lost to New England. They now have the tiebreaker on you, and oh yeah, by the way, they've got a 2-game lead in the standings. So, I mean, there's that. But again, you don't lose your mentality because you lose a game. And then, I'm not trying to sound smarter than other broadcasters or journalists or whatever, but I get that. I don't expect a guy to ever come out and say, oh, we're just happy to be here. And boy, we tried hard, but we just didn't get there. If they're mad about losing, part of me says that's a good thing. I don't ever want to get comfortable with losing. I don't ever want to come out and say, hey, man, we lost real good today. Like, man, we're so glad we lost today. They're the better team. They got the better coach. So we're glad it was only 14-10. We didn't get blown out. I want to play the comments from Micah Hyde and one of the other defenders after the game because they weren't having it. And a reporter asked a question that they just didn't like. And, of course, all the broadcast journalists and reporters and those kind of folks are coming to his defense. Oh, it was a valid question. Okay, that's fine. Just because you ask a valid question doesn't mean they like it. I just don't understand this whole, like, you got to like my question. Like, you got to treat me like you liked my question. It was a valid question. They didn't like it. Two things can be true at the same time. Take a break. Let me try and find that clip. Again, somebody sent me the raw, unedited clips, so I got to find it in there. But I'll try and get it for you next on the lunch break.
Aldean AFT presents a grand gift giveaway. It's a drive-through holiday event. Hi, this is Eugene Johnson with Man to Man Let's Talk.
Hi, this is Shy from Shiloh Radio and the legendary KYOK. Join us Saturday, December 18th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, broadcasting live from Aldean AFT office located at 1404 North Sam Houston Parkway East. We will be giving away free HEB gift cards, turkeys, holiday gifts, and more while supplies last.
And it's open to the community. That's Saturday, December 18th, 10 a.m. to 12 noon at Aldean AFT office, 1404 North Sam Houston Parkway East.
That's right. Come on by and drive through and get these holiday treats and kick off Christmas with Aldean AFT and the legendary KYOK.
We'll see you there.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Two radio stations in one.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really
With
help
unlimited
them.
DVR,
So call the
you can stream
Veterans
classics
Car
like The
Donation
Office
Program
whenever
right
you'd
now
like.
for free
YouTube
pickup of
TV.
your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there. Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM at KYOKradio.org.
Beautiful people, this is Major. This is why I love you. On the lunch break.
All right, y'all, back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones, and here is, I guess, some of the audio. Again, y'all, please forgive me. I don't normally do this, but it came in right as I was coming in. I didn't get a chance to edit it and get it ready, but here's audio from the Buffalo Bills organization.
Pitch for Harris. Has the first down and breaks it. It's gone. Damian Harris threw everyone up the middle for the touchdown.
40 years as a team that's won a game running that few times in a game, passing that few times. Is that embarrassing?
I mean, what kind of question?
What are we doing, bro?
What kind of question is that?
Nathan's going to be criticizing you of calling it.
I think we
keep
7 points.
Yeah,
14
to
14.
14 to 10. Is that the final score?
We made stops when we had to. They had one big run. I mean, they got good backs.
All right.
They kept coming back to a couple runs. I mean, I don't know how you want us to answer that question.
That's funny. Well, we'll remember that. I'll remember that.
Honestly, I appreciate you guys. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Goodbye, Dave.
All right, that was the deal right there. Micah Hyde, Poyer after the game. The question was, how embarrassing was them to be able to run on Buffalo the way that they did? And Hyde and Poyer both asked, what kind of question is that? Is that what we're doing right now? And the reporter said, it's a valid question. And then Hyde and Poyer both said, we gave up 14 points. It's not like we got blown out. I'm sorry, Texan fans, 31-0. It's not like that. And again, everyone has come to the defense of the poor, defenseless reporter. Every now and then, you'll ask a valid question. But every now and then, you won't get the answer back that you're looking for. Doesn't make you more right and them more wrong. Doesn't, good question. That's how they chose to answer it. Does that mean I got to beat up on the guys because they didn't answer the question the way that the reporter wanted them to? No. Why? They're frustrated after losing to a division rival in a game that could have given them back first place in the division. That was a huge loss for Buffalo last night. And oh yeah, by the way, sometimes even after the cooling off period after the game, the people who come in for the interviews are frustrated, tired, just haven't processed everything. We let one get away. And then you hit them with a question that kind of rubs that wound even the more. But, again, athletes are supposed to just shut up and play and speak up when we ask them good questions. I'm not being one-sided here. I'm not trying to kill people in the industry. I'm just saying, man, it goes both ways. A grown man asked two grown men a question. The two grown men took exception to the question. All right. So now watch this. Just like things didn't go the way the Bills players didn't want it to go, things didn't go the way the media wanted them to go. So now everybody's frustrated. Now you know how the players feel. I'm not stomping for the players. I'm just saying, man, wow. Tough game. Bad loss. Buffalo. Tough game. Good win for New England. However they got it. It wasn't pretty. 2 for 3 for Mac Jones. I got to give Mac Jones credit, man. He joined rare company in this current win streak. He joins rare company in the number of wins as a rookie. And I'm going to say this, but I don't want you to get all offended by it. Nowadays you can't say much without folks getting offended, but he's a great system quarterback. He is a great quarterback for the New England system. And before you think that I just slighted him, and it doesn't mean he's a playmaker and all that, every team from Little League all the way up to the pros has a system. And the system that they run in New England is different than the system that they run in Miami or different than the system that they run in Tampa. But it's still a system. There are very few teams on the planet that go out and say, all right, just find a way to win. What's the play? I don't know, whatever works. Just run whatever works. In other words, when they call that play, that's a system. That's a part of their system. Mac Jones fits New England's system very well. There are plenty of quarterbacks that would have went out there last night and would have saw the defense the way it was set and would have audibled out of the system, the play. They would have went to something else, and they would have thrown the ball 15 times or 20 times and might not have had the same success. Mac Jones stuck with the system. 2 for 3, 46 yards. That's all he needed to do. And hand that ball off 90% of the time. Great for the system in New England. He went to the right place. He got the right coaching, and he's having the right success. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Hey, this is Amy Claire Boucher Castro Johnson Jones Smith Barney III.
There she is. How you doing up there in Cincinnati?
Cold, but I just got in the car, so I'm not sure what you guys are talking about, but I just wanted to call and follow up from my call on Friday about the UC U of H game. Holla.
You know what? And I'm going to let you do that. It's Talk Your Team Tuesday. So you are allowed to call in and talk about your University of Cincinnati Bearcats because they got the job done, and they are now the first non-Power 5 team ever to participate in the mythical college football championship playoff.
Woo, woo! Yeah.
That ain't never a bad day, is it?
It is not a bad day. So I just wanted to call for that.
Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that. You're allowed to do that. Now, let me ask you this. Did you watch the game?
I was at the game.
Oh, that's right. You were at the game. Yeah, you sent me pictures and everything. My bad. So let me ask you.
That's all right.
Was there ever a doubt in your mind once that initial kickoff got started whether UC would win that game over U of H?
Ooh, no. But I must say, because, I graduated from UC, so I am a Bearcat at heart, and my daughter cheered there, so, my loyalty lies there. But until after the half, I wasn't comfortable, and then things started to really turn around, and I was like, we got this.
Yeah, because I got to admit, it was kind of close early, but then UC pulled away in that second half. It was like, all right, okay, we good.
So just, you thought I hesitated last week with, if I had confidence in my team, and that never wavered. So
Okay, all right, so now, Amy.
I've been looking for flights to Dallas.
Amy. Is University of Cincinnati, the University of Cincinnati, going to be able to beat the Alabama Crimson Tide, or are you just happy that they're playing in the game?
Yes, I believe that they can beat Nick Saban. I would rather play them than Ohio State.
Okay,
so
okay.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. You just said something huge right there. I don't think people understood that. She said she would rather University of Cincinnati to be playing Alabama than the Ohio State University. All right, I know what you mean in that, and I'm not gonna fill in the blanks for anybody that don't get it. So, what does the University of Cincinnati have to do to beat Alabama?
Play like they did when they beat Notre Dame this year.
Yeah. I like that. That's good analysis right there, Amy. That's real good analysis. Amy, I'm going to be rooting for the University of Cincinnati Bearcats.
Better.
She said you better.
Yeah, you're a hometown boy. I don't forget where you came from.
Yeah, I definitely don't forget where I came from.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Definitely not.
So, again, best voice in all of radio and all of Texas right here. Not me, you.
I appreciate you. I really do. Tell mom, dad, brothers, I said hello. Tell family, I said hello. And I mean, give them all my love. And I mean that sincerely, all right?
I know. You have a wonderful and blessed day. Love ya.
All right, love you too. Amy Claire Boucher Castro, Johnson, Smith Barney Jones III, man. She is a phenomenal person. And like she said, UC grad. Her daughter cheered at UC. She's that Bearcat through and through. And I like what she said. Again, like what I said about Coach McDermott. I'm not mad when a person believes in themselves, even if they haven't arrived yet. Cincinnati got there. And there are a lot of people that would be just happy getting there. But there are other people who have that next level of mentality that says, let's get at Alabama. Guess what? They got a football, we got a football. They practice, we practice. Yeah, they got players. And yeah, they're 5-star and all that. But guess what? We got our star players. Not 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, our star. And guess what? They feel like they got a chance. And if they win, oh my God, nobody saw this coming. Yeah, Amy did. Luke Fickell did. All those players for Cincinnati did. I'm man, let's get it. I can't wait till the college football playoff is closer to a real playoffs. Right now, it's just an entertainment deal. That's why I call it mythical. It's not sanctioned by the NCAA, so you can't say it's validated by them. I mean, it's almost like a person that starts their own college and gives out their own degrees. You know, I guess they're valid. And just because Alabama's in it and Michigan's in it and Georgia's in it and Cincinnati's in it, don't make it more valid. You can invite anybody to anything. And if they come, there you go. Now you got a set. So I'm listen, I won't be surprised if Cincinnati wins, because they've had a magical season. Nobody believed in Cincinnati all these times except for the Cincinnati faithful and the Cincinnati players and coaches. Nobody. Everybody, oh, well, they barely beat them, but they won. Oh, it was an ugly win, but they won. And if we want to get, technical about it, talk to you Tuesday on the lunch break, why is Notre Dame's one loss worse than Georgia's one loss? Notre Dame lost to the only undefeated school in the college football playoffs. The only undefeated school in the college football playoffs is who Notre Dame lost to, and Notre Dame's out. Georgia gets dog-walked by Alabama, and they're in. Oh, it's only one loss. Notre Dame's only got one loss. And again, there's something about it being the top four, and you got 5 power conferences. Until every champion from each of the Power 5 gets a chance to participate, it's and not just them, the champions from the major conferences in the group of 5. So the Cincinnatis and the other non-Power 5 conferences. Champions should be in. And if you want to get some at-larges in there, fine, get them in. I already know what's going to happen. They're all going to go to the SEC. They're all going to go to the SEC. But at least it's more realistic when you're taking champions from every area instead of just, man, let me take a break. I'm going to take a break, and I want to talk about that a little bit more. I feel like we're being bamboozled, Desiree. I feel like we're being bamboozled, Keith Hennig. I feel like we're being hoodwinked. We're being run amok. I feel like we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. I feel like Plymouth Rock landed on us. We'll talk about that next when we come back on the lunch break.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3 FM. It's that time of year when we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right, you can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
Well, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Hey, everybody, it's Erica Campbell.
And I'm Griff from Get Up Mornings.
We want to thank you so much for rocking with us every weekday morning.
And after you enjoy your weekend, make sure you start your work week with us.
When you start your day with us, we'll help you get moving and motivated to have the best day ever. Go ahead and say it, Griff.
Best day ever!
So wake up with us. We'll be faith walking,
love talking,
enjoy living on Get Up Mornings.
You're listening to 1140 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hey, what's up? This your boy James Fortune, and you are listening to The Lunch Break. Keep it locked.
Thank you there, Mr. James Fortune. Appreciate you. Got a new song out that's banging. Love it. Love it. All right, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org, also on social media platforms. And again, got a big announcement coming up real soon. All right, so before the break, I said I feel like we've been hoodwinked. I feel like we've been bamboozled. I feel like we've been run amok. I feel like didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us, but I'm not talking about racial and social injustices. I'm talking about people telling us that the SEC is just that good that you're supposed to have 2 teams in a 4-team playoff from the SEC most of the time. And I'm going to use, for my example, the Georgia Bulldogs. All right. Georgia played Clemson at the start of the season. Won that game 10-3. Clemson definitely wasn't who we thought that they were. So that ain't a whole lot of credit in beating Clemson. They played UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham. All right, no big deal there. Then they beat South Carolina. Let's look at South Carolina, if you don't mind. South Carolina, 3-5 in the conference, 6-6 overall. That ain't all that right there. Then they beat Vanderbilt. Let's look at Vanderbilt. 0-8, 2-10 overall. Let's go to Arkansas next. Not bad team. Arkansas started off strong and had a good season. Arkansas, 8-4 overall, 4-4 in the conference. We'll call that one a quality win. But listen, prior to that, that was their Georgia's first quality win. Then they beat Auburn. All right, hold on. Let's look at Auburn. Auburn, 3-5 in the conference, 6-6 overall. Not a quality win. Then they beat Kentucky, and at the time, Kentucky was ranked pretty high. Kentucky, that's a quality win. 9-3 overall, 5-3 in the conference, right behind Georgia. Right behind Georgia. Then they beat Florida. Come on, y'all. Stop it. Florida. You mean 6-6 Florida? 2-6 in the conference Florida? That Florida? Yeah. Not a quality win. Then they beat Missouri. This Missouri team. 6-6, 3-5 in the conference. Then they beat Tennessee. I'm having fun with this. Tennessee, that was 7-5, but 4-4 in the conference. Then they beat Charleston Southern. Then they beat Georgia Tech. And then they got dog walked by Alabama. What's your point, AJ? They only beat 2 teams in the SEC, 3 teams in the SEC that had a winning record outside of the conference. And they're getting dog walked in the SEC championship game, and a profile like that made them a lock for the college football playoffs? No, not at all. Not in the mind of logical people who are really trying to get to a national champion. Now, if we're just trying to put on a fun-to-watch TV show, you got what you got. A lot of people are going to have their eyes on Alabama. A lot of people are going to be watching Cincinnati because they're Cinderella, and most folks like the Cinderella story. And then all eyes are going to be on Michigan and Georgia. People will roll their eyes if Notre Dame had got it. Oh, God, we've seen this before. People would have been mad if Ohio State had gotten in 2 losses. Baylor, 2 losses. Oh, God, they shouldn't be in. But Baylor won the Big 12 championship. Baylor did what Georgia didn't do. They won their actual conference. So, but again, I digress. I want to thank David Grubb for getting my mind right about this college football playoff, because it is not about actual competition. It's about viewership. It's about promotion. It's about money, ratings, and all that kind of good stuff. And I get it. I get it. And I won't make that mistake again until we have a true competition to determine who's the best team in the country. That being said, you got some nice names. You got some nice names with a chance to win the Heisman Trophy. Some nice names with a chance to win the Heisman Trophy. I'm pretty interested in seeing how that turns out. I'm surprised, man. Everybody was ready to get rid of C.J. Stroud, and guess what? He is one of the finalists for the Heisman Trophy. Pretty happy that he was able to overcome that. So we'll see how things work out with that. That'll be decided near the end of the year. And we go from there. All right, 281-453-1000 if you want in. 281-453-1000. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on here with what you need to know. And then we'll come back with the birthdays. You got a birthday, you got an anniversary, hit me up. 281-453-1000. It's the lunch break.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. Number 1. The successful passage by the Senate of the House-passed Build Back Better bill appears to be far from resolution. Civil rights organizations have coalesced to keep the House bill intact as it moves through the Senate. The groups, including the NAACP and the National Urban League, encouraged Senate Majority Leader Schumer to approve the Build Back Better Act without amendments that would weaken provisions key to the racial equity impact of the child tax credit. Number 2, Tim Gilbert was found guilty of an aggravated assault that happened in 2018 and was sentenced to 6 years behind bars in June of 2020. However, Gilbert's defense attorney has successfully argued the Confederate symbols openly displayed in the Giles County, Tennessee courthouse, combined with an all-white jury, violated Gilbert's right to a fair trial. The state's Court of Criminal Appeals agreed and ruled Gilbert should be retried. Number 3, U.S. health officials said Sunday that while the Omicron variant of the coronavirus is rapidly spreading throughout the country, early indications suggest it may be less dangerous than Delta. President Joe Biden's chief medical advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, said that scientists need more information before drawing conclusions about Omicron's severity. Reports from South Africa, where it emerged and is becoming the dominant strain, suggest that hospitalization rates have not increased alarmingly. Number 4, Justin King, a 28-year-old black man, was shot and killed by his white 42-year-old neighbor at their trailer park community on November 3rd in Bourbon, Missouri. The shooter was taken into custody by the Crawford County Sheriff's Department and released without charge. Neighbors described the shooter as having a history of violence, making racist comments, showing off his gun collection, and expressing his desire to kill someone. However, the police department said the shooter is protected under Missouri's Castle Doctrine, which allows homeowners to use deadly force against intruders. Number 5, the IRS continues to focus their audit activities in key small business areas. As a wise business owner, you should be able to defend several of those areas. Find out what they are in today's newsletter, brought to you by Texas CPA Katrina M. Craft. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Intentionally reconnect with someone who you care about. All right. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with comedian Damon Williams and political contributor Cameron Riley as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right. Thank you very much there, Sybil Wilkes, with what you need to know. And appreciate that opportunity to play that. I got some great birthdays today, man. I'm really excited about the birthdays and the folks that send them in, because y'all get pretty excited about it. One of the best people I've ever met and had opportunity to get to know, Diana Thelma Prince. Diana Thelma Prince is 43 years old today, and she's just amazing. I mean it. She is absolutely amazing. So happy for you on your birthday. Proud of you as a mother and thankful for you as a friend. And then Tezino Womack is celebrating her birthday today. She is the daughter of legendary singer Bobby Womack, and she definitely keeps his memory alive for all of us. Monique Peak is 57 today. Jean Matlock, amazing. She's 75 today. But guess what? She looked like she's about 55 or less. Beautiful. You know, they say black don't crack. Let me tell you something. This young lady right here is proof to that. Brenda Robinson Butler celebrating a birthday with Roberta Harris. Also, Ellis Graves is 53. Brandon Coleman, 27. What's up, Brandon? Courtney Taylor celebrating a birthday. PJ Johnson, Rick Johnson, and Don Babin. Don Babin, amazing evangelist over in Kenya and other parts of Africa. And I love it about him. He goes out into the areas most people don't go to and ministers to people out there, not by beating them over the head with the word and all that, but by helping them in their villages and with medicine and building wells and making sure that people have a good quality of life. Don Babin, happy birthday to you, brother. All right, without further ado, let me get Usher on to get it in. Usher, do your thing. And of course, Usher is not ready to do his thing. Boy, I tell you, this is that kind of day. Mama said there'd be days like this. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating birthdays right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Try it again. See if we can get it done. Come on, Usher.
Oh, go shout it. It's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shout it. It's your birthday. Today's your day.
Happy birthday, happy anniversary, everybody celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. If you want to get yours in, 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000 if you want to get your birthday or your anniversary in, and you know we'll celebrate them big. Mine will be coming up December the 13th, and I'm excited about my birthday plans. I got blessed with a trip, and I'm going to take it. I am going to take it. I'll be masked up, and I've been vaccinated and boosted and all that kind of good stuff. So, again, I'm looking forward to my own celebration. All right, Texas Southern got a big win over number 20 Florida last night. First time that had been done since 1936 with an SEC school ranked in the top, a ranked period, and the SWAC school being winless. But TSU got a nice 69-54 win there. Number 14, U of H beat Alcorn State 75-45. In NFL news, you know, New England beat Buffalo 14-10 on Monday Night Football. Only 3 passes by Mac Jones. Cowboys will visit Washington this Sunday at noon Central. Texans will host Seattle this Sunday at noon Central. New Orleans going to visit the Jets, and they got to get a win. Talking about New Orleans. Again, that game, noon Central. Last night, the Spurs lost to Phoenix 108-104. DeJounte Murray, 17 points, 14 assists in the loss. And tonight, it'll be the Mavericks hosting Brooklyn at 6:30. The Spurs will host the Knicks at 7:30. And then tomorrow night, the Rockets will host Brooklyn at 7 o'clock. Rockets, first team in major pro sports to lose 15 in a row and then go on a 6-game win streak. So there you go. That's your quick sports update. All right, let me get ready to start this second hour right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
The
1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house.
When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house.
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this holler, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's who I am. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go.
Bye, y'all. Let's go.
We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
I know this game is not over. It's actually just getting started in the second hour right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. This is our Talk Your Team Tuesday. And again, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Got a couple of pieces of news that just got sent to me. Congratulations, Dusty Baker of the Houston Astros. He was named the American League Manager of the Year. Dusty Baker, the 2021 American League Manager of the Year. Congratulations, Dusty Baker. Again, one of my favorite, if not my favorite manager in the game right now. And then somebody sent me a message, AJ, you talked about the Heisman finalists, but you didn't name them. Bryce Young, quarterback for Alabama. C.J. Stroud, quarterback for Ohio State. Kenny Pickett, quarterback for Pittsburgh, and Aiden Hutchinson, big D lineman for Michigan. My early opinion, and this is just what I'd like to see. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of a particular school. Bryce Young will probably win it, or Aiden Hutchinson. One of those two will probably win it. Now, I think C.J. Stroud should win it, but I think it's going to be either Bryce Young or Aiden Hutchinson. And if I had to choose between Bryce and Aiden, I'd like Hutchinson to win it. I really would. That young man was a beast. That young man was a problem. And if you didn't come with a solution, let me just tell you, you didn't get an answer to the problem. That young man came ready to play, and I'm trying to get my stuff together over here. Yeah. I'm interested to see how they do. I got Michigan over Georgia. I do. I have Michigan over Georgia. My heart tells me Cincinnati over Alabama, but reality tells me Alabama over Cincinnati. And I can't believe Willie Gibson. Come get me, man. Come get me. I'd like to see the team up north beat the team in Tuscaloosa. I really would. I don't want to see a rematch of Georgia, Alabama. I don't. Say what you want to say about me. Call me crazy, hater, all that. I don't want to see a rematch of Georgia, Alabama. There shouldn't be a rematch of Georgia, Alabama, not this season. Imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine if Michigan beat Ohio State in the last game of the season. Michigan went on to win the Big Ten championship. But some kind of way, Michigan and Ohio State both made the playoffs. So you had Michigan, Ohio State, Cincinnati, and Alabama, let's say. There'd be a lot of people in the country that would not want to see Michigan and Ohio State rematch. I'm one of them. I don't want to see a rematch between Alabama and Georgia. I don't. I know I don't matter. Who are you? You don't matter. You're a hater. I'm good. Sticks and stones. I'm good. Calling me a hater ain't gonna make me stop. I want to see it. It'll probably happen. We'll probably end up with that. Willie got the eyeballs. We put you up there, Willie, so folks can see how you be coming for me, man. I mean, if this is the four that we have, ideally, I would like Cincinnati to beat Alabama, and I would like to see Georgia beat Michigan, and then Cincinnati beat Georgia. Ideally, perfect world. But that ain't what's going to happen. So if Alabama is going to beat Cincinnati, I need Michigan to beat Georgia. Ain't no way I'm going to root for Alabama to win another national championship. We'll never hear the end of that. Man, Nick Saban will just show his behind. He won't even try to act right. You know, you hear him up there talking about the rat poison? Come on, Nick. Come on, bro. You're supposed to be the greatest of all time? No, man. I can't. If it comes down to Alabama and Michigan, I gotta cross over, bro. I just gotta eat one until Ohio State, Michigan next year. I just gotta do it. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's what that is. I ain't gonna invite him over. I'm not gonna rock, the big blue with an M on it. I'm not gonna do that. But if it comes down to Michigan and Alabama, it's gonna be hard. McNamara, go, brother, go. Hutchinson, come on, man, get in there. I ain't gonna say nothing nice about Harbaugh, though. I'm not gonna say nothing nice about him. I won't do that. All right, let me get to some of these text messages because y'all been killing me. Let's see, 713-541, 713-541. AJ, you haven't talked about the Texans. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Willie Gibson hold on, man. Let me take a quick break. Willie Gibson says, well, I thought I knew. Come on, Willie. Are you telling me that if it comes down to Bama and Michigan, you're rooting for Bama? Is that what you're telling me? If you're telling me that, just go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it to my face so I know. If that's not what you're saying, what do you say? What do you say? What are you saying? I can't root for Saban, bro. Willie said he is rooting for Alabama. Willie said, I can't root for Bama. Willie said he can't root for Michigan. I got you. We have to work that out after fact, bro. You just have to forgive me. But Willie, it's not going to change until somebody else beats Bama. And I don't want to hear Roll Tide all year long. I don't want to hear, Alabama got the #1 recruiting class again. I thought Auburn was going to do us a favor. They weren't up to the task. I thought Georgia was going to do us a favor. They weren't up to the task. Somebody got to knock Bama down a level. And I don't want Michigan to beat them by, a miss, because Alabama missed an extra point or a field goal. I want them to wear them out, blow them up. Because the thing about it is, watch this. Here's my point, Willie. Saban win another one, we'll never bring him back to earth. He'll just always be big-headed and just, he's the best thing since sliced bread. If Jim Harbaugh wins one, you already know in less than 365, he gonna get humbled again. He got some humble pie they're buying the ingredients for it right now. They are shopping for the ingredients for the humble pie for Jim Harbaugh between the hedges in less than 365. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
You will be stopped at the West Virginia border the next time you attempt to enter Ohio. This is Willie. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Oh, God. Willie,
Hello.
hear me out, man. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. We brothers. We dudes. Ain't now and then, bro. The enemy of your enemy is like a friend. He gonna do your dirty work for you. And you say that's the same mentality you use about rooting for Alabama, huh?
No, see, that's correct. That I'm not rooting for Alabama.
Okay.
I'm just not rooting for Michigan.
Okay. So if Alabama loses, you're gonna do the iced tea at the end of New Jack City. You just gonna push your sunglasses up and walk out.
Hey, listen. I'll say this: if you give me those two teams, and you know me, I look for come on, what's the number one rule? Some localized story, right? So I look at Alabama's head coach, a Kent State University graduate in Ohio. I look at him as a DB coach in 1978 for Earl Bruce, or 1979 rather, for Earl Bruce, the Ohio State Buckeyes. So that is the Buckeye connection. So at that point, to me, it's Buckeyes versus Wolverines, and I can't root for the Wolverines.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to push you. I'm not going to try to manipulate you. I'm not going to try to get you to see it my way. It's already in my DNA not to like Michigan. I got that. But, man, I have developed a distaste for Alabama and just this whole notion that the SEC is so much better than everybody else. And then the fact that we had to get two SEC teams in the school. My underdog DNA, even if that underdog is Michigan, I'll live with Jim Harbaugh running around here thinking he hit a home run and he started on third base.
Well, see, you have the opportunity to get rid of Alabama in the semi. Because then you go with Cincinnati. I mean, you talked about it. Cincinnati is the only undefeated team, but no one's given them a shot. So for 3 weeks, Luke Fickell and his team have to listen to no one giving them a shot against Alabama. Oh, Alabama. Oh, Nelly, Alabama. And now, for 3 weeks, they have to sit back and listen to that. And you don't think on New Year's Eve they come out down there in Dallas and get it done? I wouldn't bet against them.
You know what? Now, again, I'm not going to be mad if Cincinnati knocks Alabama off. If Cincinnati knocks Alabama off, I ain't rooting for Michigan for nothing, like at all.
That's the end of that is for me. The end of that statement you just made is for me. I'm not rooting for Michigan for anything at all. That part.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just saying, if it comes down to Alabama and Michigan, I'll be back. I don't want you to see this, but I'll be back because I got to go root for Michigan.
You'll be back? Will you be allowed back?
Oh, I'm always allowed back now. Hey, y'all can't put me out. What's that song? I'll be somewhere where nobody will be able to put me out. That's how I'll be with Ohio State. I'll be back.
You have somebody like me, like that's the dude to put the raisins in the potato salad, and then I'm him.
Bruh, you mean to tell me you're not gonna let me back in? This Willie. Let me tell everybody who you are. This Willie Gibson now, broadcast journalist from Columbus, Ohio. My guy, my brother, my Sodom Noonspot.
Here we go. I'll say I'll let you back in until like next Wednesday, and then after next Wednesday, we'll see.
Willie Gibson, be safe out there, man. I gotta go, bro. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Willie's gonna be sitting in for me on Thursday, and I can't wait because Chris Gardner, they gonna cut up in here on Thursday. Then he'll be back next Tuesday to sit in for me. It's gonna be a great show. Y'all tune in. Give him that lunch break love. All right, let me take this break. We'll be right back right after this. Talk Your Team Tuesday here on the lunch break.
If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt, then listen up. We can reduce or eliminate your interest rates. Cut your monthly payment up to 50% and stop all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years. Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Guard.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Got to give the people time. Give people what they want.
I'm Ben Tankett, and you are listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It is Talk Your Team Tuesday. Willie Gibson just came and checked me, man. He is a graduate from The Ohio State University. He's like, yo, man, ain't no way in the world I'm rooting for Michigan if they end up in the college football championship game. I ain't mad at you. I'm gonna let him make it. I'm gonna let him make it. I want Cincinnati to win just to mess all their stuff up. Just mess all their stuff up. That would be ideal if Cincinnati messed it up for everybody. Then they have to explain why they didn't have non-Power 5 schools in it before. I don't want Cincinnati to go out there and pull a Notre Dame, get beat 100-0 or 49-10 or something crazy. And yeah, if Cincinnati can find a way to win, do that. But Willie, I am not rooting for Michigan no matter what. All right, let me do this real quick. We have a thing here that we do every week called the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. And we got some folks that are coming down the stretch that are trying to get in the top 6, because if you're in the top 6 at the end of the year, you'll get a chance to compete for $500 cash. $500 cash. Well, this week was better. It was a better week for a lot of folks. Most folks averaged 10 wins. I'm trying to get my, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so here we go. Let me give you the standings or the results from this past week. Give me your honorable mention for everybody who was 7-7 or better. Erica was 7-7. Danny was 7-7. Congratulations to them. T-Boy was 8-6. Rio 8-6. Ferdinand was 8-6. Congratulations to them. 9 wins. Keisha Kelly had 9 wins. Keith Hennick, 9 wins. Amber had 9 wins. Oz from TSU, I know he's celebrating that big basketball win. He had 9 wins as well. All right, now 10 wins. Charlotte had 10 wins. Clarence, 10. Big Time Floyd, 10. George Griffith, 10. Chi-Town, 10. And Alexis, 10 wins. CJ had 10 as well. Milo had 10 as well. Boy, that would be a heck of a tiebreaker right there if we had to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people with 10 wins. It didn't come down to that because Big Mike did it again. Big Mike had 11 wins and he had New England beating Buffalo. So without having to go to the tiebreaker, it was Big Mike with the win. 11 wins, got it done. He won $50 in the Lunch Break Weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge, courtesy of the Sports and Wellness Doc. That is Dr. Alexia McClurkin Johnson, and she is phenomenal. If you need massage therapy, if you need an adjustment to your neck or your back, if you need B12 injections, if you need weight loss management, you want to go to the Sports and Wellness Doc. She is at 2636 South Loop West, Suite 105, Houston, Texas, 77054. And again, be sure and let her know AJ sent you when you go. You can find her online at sportsandwellnessdoc.com. Sports and wellness.doc.com. Tell her AJ and the Lunch Break sent you. Congratulations, Big Mike. You got $50. And we'll be cash apping that over to him. Keep listening for your chance to win. All you got to do in order to win is to fill out your picks. How do you do them? Send me who you think is going to win the Thursday night game, all of the Sunday games, and then for the Monday night game, give me who you think is going to win and the exact final score of both teams. You don't have to use point spreads. You don't have to use margins of victory. Just give me the winner for Thursday night, all of Sunday, and then for Monday night, give me the winner and the exact final score of both teams in the game, and you are in. I got to have them by Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 7:30 East Coast, 5:30 in the mountains, 4:30 on the West Coast. Send them to AJ@KYOKsports.com. That's AJ@KYOKsports.com. Or you can text me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Let me give you the current standings so you can see how close this is. It is very close. Big Time Floyd at number 1. Amber is only a game back at number 2. Delano is tied with Chi-Town at number 3. Keith Hennick at number 5. Keisha Kelly, Alexis, and Milo are all tied for that number 6 spot. And 1 off of that number 6 spot is T-Bone. 2 off is George Griffith. 3 off is Charlotte. And 4 off is Todd. That's how close it is. CJ, you are, let's see. Yeah, you're 5 off of the lead. Big Mike is 6 off. It's that close. 7 off, Ferdinand and Emmanuel. So, man, it's still anybody's race to win. It's still anybody's race to win. And again, if you're in that top 6 at the end of the year, you'll get a chance to compete for $500 cash. All right, let me take a break. Be right back right after this. Talk Your Team Tuesday on the lunch break.
Aldine AFT presents a grand gift giveaway. It's a drive-through holiday event. Hi, this is Eugene Johnson with Man to Man Let's Talk.
Hi, this is Shy from Shiloh Radio and the legendary KYOK. Join us Saturday, December 18th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, broadcasting live from Aldine AFT office located at 1404 North Sam Houston Parkway East. We will be giving away free HEB gift cards, turkeys, holiday gifts, and more while supplies last.
And it's open to the community. That's Saturday, December 18th, 10 a.m. to 12 noon at Aldine AFT office, 1404 North Sam Houston Parkway East.
That's right. Come on by and drive through and get these holiday treats and kick off Christmas with Aldine AFT and the legendary KYOK. We'll see you there.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. 2 radio stations in one.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
Beautiful people, this is Major. This is why I love you. On the lunch break.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It's our Talk Your Team Tuesday. Somebody just sent me a message. AJ, what's your power rankings looking like? Got Arizona number 1. Talk your team if you want to. Arizona's still number 1. Number 2, I told y'all to watch out for those bays. I got them at 2 and 3. Green Bay number 2, Tampa Bay number 3, and they're very close. I could have easily flip-flopped one of those two. And at number 4, I can't be mad. I got New England. At number 4, they took care of their business. I got New England. Number 5, Baltimore. And I'm tired of people disrespecting Baltimore. Tired of it. Baltimore's still 8-4. Yeah, they lost an ugly game to Pittsburgh. Intra-division, 2 teams go after each other, throw the records out. Yeah, they lost, but they're still at number 5. Number 6, them Cowboys, still them boys. They better handle Washington. At number 7, the team that's on the rise, y'all tried to bury them, Kansas City. Here they come. At number 8, you got the Rams. Number 9, Tennessee. 10, I dropped Buffalo all the way down to 10. 11, I'm going with the Chargers over the Bengals. So Chargers 11, Bengals 12, Pittsburgh 13, Colts 14, Cleveland 15, Denver 16, Raiders 17, San Francisco 18, Washington 19, Miami 20, Philly 21, Atlanta 22, Carolina 23, Minnesota 24, Saints 25, Bears 26, Giants 27, Seattle 28, Jets 29, Texans 30, 31, Jacksonville, and 32 finally got their first win. Day 12. Keith Hennig said, congratulations, Big Mike. I'm coming for you. Keith, you in that top 6, man. I don't think you've been in the top 6 before. Keith has been quiet and snuck up in that top 6 and trying to get that big money. You see where Keith Hennig is. Let me go back to these standings real quick. Yeah, Keith, you are solid number 5. And what's interesting, Keith, I don't think you won any of the weekly prizes, but you've been right there, consistent at number 5. Good God Almighty. And got a little bit of lead between you and the folks tied for number 6. You got 121 wins. They got 118. So, bro, you squarely in there. I ain't mad at you, Keith Hennig. That's called sticking with it. That's called sticking with it. Congratulations. 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 Looking at the playoff standings, if the playoffs started today. Wait a minute, let me see what Big Time Floyd says. Big Time Floyd, hello, AJ and the Breakers. Michigan has to beat Georgia to play Bama. I would love to see Big Blue upset King Nick Saban. See, that's what I'm saying, man. It's just me. Let me take my media credentials off. Let me take my, unbiased radio media personality, credentialed media personality off for a minute. Let me just be a guy. Let me just be a fan. Let me just be that person. I don't want to see Nick win another championship. And you know what they always say? Well, if you don't want to see him, then somebody needs to beat him. Okay, Michigan beat him. Cincinnati beat him. I don't care who beats him. I need somebody to beat him. And I don't want to see Georgia and Alabama in a rematch. That would listen. Let me put all my stuff back on. Okay, now I'm broadcast journalist and all that kind of stuff. If Alabama and Georgia end up in the national championship game, we will never hear the end of how good the SEC is and how much better they are than everybody else. We'll never hear the end of it. We'll never, and especially if Georgia beats Alabama in the championship game. Oh, see, there he told you. SEC, any given Sunday, even given Saturday. Please. I want Cincinnati to be on top of all of it after it's said and done. I want Cincinnati to beat Alabama. I want Michigan to beat Georgia, and I want Cincinnati to beat Michigan. Or I want Cincinnati to beat Alabama. I want Georgia to beat Michigan, and I want Cincinnati to beat Georgia. And then let the SEC and all their apologists explain that. How did that little bitty school beat all that SEC royalty? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Keith Hennig, get out of here. I'm not reading that. Keith Hennig, I'm not reading that. Why you going to come at me like that, Keith? You know me better than that. I'm not reading it. If y'all on social media, y'all tell Keith stop it. Tell Keith stop it. Leave me alone with that, Keith. I love you. I love you for free. Big Time Floyd, congratulations, Big Mike, on winning the cat. Big Mike has won a couple of them. He's won a couple of them. So we're coming down to crunch time, man. You got to get your picks right now. That's week 13. We got 4 more weeks. You got 4 more weeks. You got to get your picks right. Got to get your picks right. So, again, if the playoffs started today, AFC, the Patriots would have the number 1 seed. The Tennessee Titans would be number 2 seed. Baltimore, everybody disrespects them, but they'd be number 3. And Kansas City, everybody's trying to bury them. They'd be the number 4 seed. And the playoff teams would be, or the wild card teams would be the Chargers, Bengals, and Buffalo. Chargers, Bengals, and Buffalo. Down in the NFC, or over in the NFC, Arizona, number 1. Green Bay would be number 2. Tampa Bay would be number 3. And Dallas would be number 4. And then you got the Rams, Washington, and San Francisco. San Francisco would be in the wild card games. Rams, Washington, San Fran. Now, how does it work now? Y'all, and excuse me for not knowing, don't come for me. I'm just asking. How does it work now? So now that you got 7 teams in the playoff, the number 1 seed gets a bye, right? And then you have Green Bay would play San Francisco, Tampa Bay would play Washington, and Dallas would play the Rams. That's how it would be. Over in the AFC, it would be New England with the bye. Tennessee would play Buffalo. That'd be interesting. Baltimore would play Cincinnati. That would be interesting. And Kansas City would play the Chargers. Wow. What's interesting is you'd have intra-division matchups. Those would be interesting. Of course, there's still a lot of football left. Teams that still have a legitimate shot. Pittsburgh, believe it or not, is a half game behind Buffalo for that final spot. The Colts are a game behind. The Raiders are still in. And even Cleveland still has a shot. The Broncos still have a shot. And then Miami has an outside shot. No chance for the Jets, Houston, and the Jaguars. Over in the NFC, Talk Your Team Tuesday, the Eagles are a half game behind the 49ers for that final wild card spot. The Minnesota Vikings, the Carolina Panthers, Atlanta, and even New Orleans are 1 game behind San Francisco for that spot. The Giants and the Bears and Seattle are not out of it yet. And the Lions, I'm sorry, they done. Lions are done. So the NFC, more competitive. More teams still have a chance, but a lot of teams still in it. Really, the only teams that are out of it, Lions, Texans, and Jacksonville. I'm sorry, and throw the Jets in there. So you got 4 teams that are out of it. Jets, Texans, Jaguars, and Lions out of it. You got no chance in my wrestling voice. So everybody else can still talk their team. Everybody else can still talk their team. Somebody had sent me a message. I hadn't talked about the Texans yet. I really said all I need to say about them yesterday. Let me repeat myself for those who didn't hear me yesterday. The Texans are trying to put paint on a burning building. That building is burning from the inside out. But they're trying to make it seem like everything is all right. You got a general manager that's sitting in a booth listening to the offensive play calls. I don't know where they do that at. And I don't know if he's listening to Tim Kelly to see if he doesn't know what he's doing, or if he's listening to David Culley, or what he's doing. I don't know. Who should be in there listening to play calls, and if not making them, is Pep Hamilton. That's what should happen. I'm not voting for or stumping for a guy to get fired, but I mean, Tim Kelly, he hadn't earned another season. I mean, they ought to be moving in a different direction next season after this one. And you've got a quarterback guru and a guy who has called plays before in Pep Hamilton. If nothing else, man, let's just get a fresh perspective. But anyway, you got that going on. I said this on one of our other stations I provide sports content on. David Culley is not in control. Coach David Culley is not in control, and I think that was by design. They did not bring him in here to turn the team over to him and let him put his stamp on it. I'm not saying he's a yes man. I'm not saying that. There's a big difference between not being in control and not being a yes man. Big difference. David Culley's not a yes man. Coach David Culley is not a yes man, but he's not in complete control. That is a four-way monster. Mrs. McNair, Cal McNair, Jack Easterby, and Nick Caserio. That's the control right there. And I think that he is in that position because they tried to give Bill O'Brien too much control and he blew it. So now they've limited the control for head coach David Culley. So it's kind of hard to affect change when you don't have authority to make the changes that need to be made so that your team can get better. I trust Coach David Culley with all of his NFL experience to rebuild this team from the ground up more than I trust, bless her heart, Mrs. McNair, Cal McNair, Jack Easterby, and Nick Caserio. When has Nick Caserio ever built a team? Just because you're on the bus don't mean you're driving. Jack Easterby, he's prayed for a team to be rebuilt. He ain't never done that. Cal McNair has never rebuilt a team. His dad did that. And bless her heart, Mrs. McNair, I'm not saying she's, I'm not trying to minimize her for being a woman or anything like that. All I'm saying is that, she has been a co-owner with her husband, may he rest in peace. And I got more faith in somebody who has put in the work. And that's what Coach David Culley has done on multiple levels for many years. I got to take a break. Caller, hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who is this?
Hey, it's Keith Hennig. How are you?
Keith, I'm fine. Stay right there. Let me take a quick break, and I'm coming right back to your call, okay?
Yeah, great. Thanks.
All right, Keith Hennig, Call of the Year 2020, up next, right here on the lunch break.
What's up, everybody? It's AJ Jones with the lunch break on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. It's that time of year where we are reminded of all the things we should be thankful for, and that it's more blessed to give than to receive. So with that in mind, on Wednesdays from now through Christmas, we'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Butterball. That's right. You can win a gift certificate for a Butterball turkey on Wednesdays on the lunch break between 12 and 2. Just be the right caller, and your Butterball turkey will be on us at the legendary KYOK AM 1140 at 92.3.
Well, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Hey, everybody, it's Erica Campbell.
And I'm Griff from Get Up Mornings.
We want to thank you so much for rocking with us every weekday morning.
And after you enjoy your weekend, make sure you start your work week with us.
When you start your day with us, we'll help you get moving and motivated to have the best day ever. Go ahead, say it, Griff.
Best day ever!
So wake up with us. We'll be faith walking,
love talking,
and joy living on Get Up Mornings.
You're listening to 1140 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Hey, what's going on? This is Lecrae, and right now you're listening to the lunch break.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. Got to get ready to wrap it up, but I can't go nowhere without talking to Caller of the Year 2020, Keith Hennig. Keith, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Out making sales calls today. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. May you have much success and much favor, my friend.
God bless you. Thank you for that.
I appreciate you.
I have a question.
All right.
Who's going to win the AFC East this year?
New England.
Pretty sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because either New England is going to have to collapse or Buffalo doesn't have a shot. They've got that 2-game lead over Buffalo, plus they own the tiebreaker right now. So if New England loses to Buffalo the next game and they still win out from there, guess what? Buffalo still can't overtake New England. Something has to happen with New England, dropping off for Buffalo to rise up.
That will not happen under Bill Belichick.
I agree. And that's why I said that the young man Mac Jones is the perfect quarterback for that system. I'm not trying to demean him. I'm just saying he's come in and done exactly what they've asked him to do, which is perfect for that system. So I don't see them collapsing like they're going to need to for Buffalo to be able to overtake them.
Oh, I agree. And I think Buffalo's going to take another L in Tampa this weekend.
I agree.
So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to the Bills.
Yep, no, I agree.
And I know it's early. But who do you want to see in February?
Oh, man, it is early. And you know what? I'm still on the record for saying that drama king up there in Madison, Wisconsin is going to find a way to get his team into the Super Bowl. And right now, I'm not looking like I'm wrong. I feel like he still might be able to get it done. So I'll go Green Bay. And man, I thought somebody like Buffalo or Tennessee. Here we go. You ready? I'll go Green Bay. And I'll go Kansas City.
Oh, you think?
Yep.
Kansas City.
Dark horse.
That is a long shot, young man.
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
Long shot.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't mind a replay of last year's Super Bowl.
I don't want that. You want that? Is that what you want?
No, I want the Bucs to play somebody else.
Who do you want them to play? Tampa Bay and who?
I was thinking Tennessee up until last weekend, a week ago. I don't think Tennessee is going to get it done, but I'd like to see somebody like the LA Chargers in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? You and me kind of feel the same way. It's like, man, Tennessee has just looked like a shell of themselves. They are one game, and it's a half game. They are a half game out of the number one seed in the AFC. So as bad as they've been playing, it looked like they're still a half game out of the top spot in the entire AFC. Same thing with Baltimore. They are a half game out of the top spot in the AFC. Kansas City, a half game out of the number one seed in the AFC.
All three have excellent coaches. All three have excellent players. And here we are sitting at week 13, and I don't have a feel for the AFC yet.
I don't either, and that's why I said
looking for you.
Yeah, yeah. But that's why I say it's not out of the question to think that Kansas City, who has been there, who's getting hot at the right time, couldn't get there again. It's, again, I don't think New England will fade in the standings, but now you got to win in the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. And that's a whole different animal. And I'll be interested to see what Mac Jones does in the playoffs, should he get there. And same thing with Tennessee and Baltimore. Can Baltimore finally get over the hump? Can Tennessee play playoff football without Derrick Henry?
What do you think about the Cardinals? They've had a Cinderella year.
Yep.
You think they could make the NFC Championship game?
I do. I really do. I really think that the Cardinals could get to the Super Bowl. But here's the thing. There are certain teams that haven't been there, and those little small mistakes in playoff football can make all the difference in the world. We don't know what Kyler Murray will do. We don't know what Cliff Kingsbury will do or not do when you get to an NFC Championship game. And if it's up against a Tampa Bay or a Green Bay, my money would be on Tampa Bay or Green Bay because they've been there.
I agree. The team that just keeps twisting me is the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Excellent football team.
Yep.
Just cannot seem to keep it together for 2 or 3 games in a row. It's crazy.
Yeah, but here's where a perfect combination is Derrick Henry. Notice the way I'm saying it. Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill. Not Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry, and definitely not Ryan Tannehill and no Derrick Henry. This is where you got to have, like I've been saying about Mac Jones, you got to have the right quarterback for the system, and the system has to be healthy around them and working around them for that quarterback to be successful. And I don't know if Ryan Tannehill can carry Tennessee to a championship without a Derrick Henry to take some of that pressure off.
Is Derrick Henry going to see the field this year again?
I don't think so. I don't think he is. I could be wrong.
He's out for the year.
Yeah, I'll have to get one of my colleagues on from that area to confirm that. But I think he's done.
Well, if he's done, they're done. So, good grief. I guess we're just going to have to sit back and wait.
Yep.
The AFC is crazy close.
Yep.
And I think Mahomes has been there. I thought Chris Collinsworth's comment about Mahomes the other night was interesting when he said he doesn't have to mess around with this sidearm stuff anymore. Just throw the ball the way you did 2 years ago, and you're going to win the ring.
Yeah. See, I put up with Chris Carter when he was a member of the Cincinnati Bengals. What I'll say is this. Patrick Mahomes needs to be free to be Patrick Mahomes. So that's whether it's sidearm, no look, just stand in the pocket, move around, whatever he's got to do. They're where they are and have been where they've been because of Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes. And when Chris Carter and the guys like him will quit trying to make him into what they're used to and just let this young man be who he is, then guess what? Kansas City will be just fine.
Well said. That is absolutely true. When is your final day on the air this week?
It'll be tomorrow, and then you'll be blessed by Willie Gibson, and him and Chris Gardner will do that second hour like me and Chris normally do. And then Friday, bro, I'm not allowed to say all the details, but you got to tune in Friday because Dr. J will be here. And if it all comes through, man, she's got a lineup for y'all on Friday that is going to be ridiculous. It's one of those record it and go back and listen to it later after you sat there and watched it live.
If Dr. J is going to be sitting in your chair, if I have a pulse, I'll be too late.
Hey, and she's going to be back on Monday as well. And then Willie Gibson will be back on next Tuesday. So that's the complete lineup for me all the way into Tuesday. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'll be here on Thursday, and then we broadcast live from Atlanta on Friday for the Celebration Bowl, which will be on Saturday.
Well, it sounds like your 40th birthday is going to be a huge success. Nobody knows where you're going, but I wish you a very, very happy birthday.
Keith, I appreciate you for real, man. You are a great, great man. You're a great friend and a great brother. And you're our caller of the year 2020. Thank you, man.
Thank you. You take care. We'll see you soon.
All right, we'll do. Keith Hennick, caller of the year 2020, talking his team. He wants to see his Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in there. But like he said, man, there is no clear-cut team in the AFC. I mean, again, New England, all the win streak right there. Mac Jones, 9-4 as a starter. Can't be mad. Cannot be mad. But you got 4 teams that are a half game out of the top spot. You got 3 teams that are a game and a half out of the top spot. It's too bunched up to call that one, man. That race is not over. That race is far from over. And notice I never said anything about injury. I'm not even talking about injury. You can make mental mistakes like Buffalo did last night. Buffalo made one bad decision. They had one defensive back that overran a play, and it cost them the game. I'm just telling you, man, it's set up. All right, listen, let me get ready to go. This has been a great Talk Your Team Tuesday. I appreciate y'all. Got a lot of stuff to do before I get out of town for the next couple of days. I'm thankful for friends and colleagues like Willie Gibson, like Chris Gardner, like Dr. J, Jennifer Tebow. I'm very grateful for friends like that. And then, of course, I'll be hanging out with Keisha Kelly, the Black College Experience down there in Atlanta, and The coach, Johnny Cole, will be hanging out. We'll take a special edition of the HBCU Stroll on Friday, December the 17th. So I'll be looking for that. All right, let me get Sybil Wilkes on with our final What You Need to Know, and then we'll wrap it up. In fact, I'll wrap it up now. Sybil Wilkes will be the last thing you hear. Tomorrow, it's Winning Wednesday. We'll make sure that Big Mike gets his money for winning the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. Plus, somebody will have a chance to win a gift certificate for a free Butterball turkey, courtesy of Butterball. All right? We'll do all that tomorrow. Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. He'll give you the best in gospel music, the latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does his thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3. In the morning, you got not Sybil Wilkes. In the morning, you got Erica Campbell and Griff with Get Up Mornings. It's a great show. If you haven't listened to it, you got to check that out. And then I'll be back for Winning Wednesday. Cannot wait. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you, for real, and there's nothing you can do about it. Come on, Sybil Wilkes, take us home.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. Number 1. The successful passage by the Senate of the House-passed Build Back Better bill appears to be far from resolution. Civil rights organizations have coalesced to keep the House bill intact as it moves through the Senate. The groups, including the NAACP and the National Urban League, encouraged Senate Majority Leader Schumer to approve the Build Back Better Act without amendments that would weaken provisions key to the racial equity impact of the child tax credit. Number 2, Tim Gilbert was found guilty of an aggravated assault that happened in 2018 and was sentenced to 6 years behind bars in June of 2020. However, Gilbert's defense attorney has successfully argued the Confederate symbols openly displayed in the Giles County, Tennessee courthouse, combined with an all-white jury, violated Gilbert's right to a fair trial. The state's Court of Criminal Appeals agreed and ruled Gilbert should be retried. Number 3, U.S. health officials said Sunday that while the Omicron variant of the coronavirus is rapidly spreading throughout the country, early indications suggest it may be less dangerous than Delta. President Joe Biden's chief medical advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, said that scientists need more information before drawing conclusions about Omicron's severity. Reports from South Africa, where it emerged and is becoming the dominant strain, suggest that hospitalization rates have not increased alarmingly. Number 4, Justin King, a 28-year-old black man, was shot and killed by his white 42-year-old neighbor at their trailer park community on November 3rd in Bourbon, Missouri. The shooter was taken into custody by the Crawford County Sheriff's Department and released without charge. Neighbors described the shooter as having a history of violence, making racist comments, showing off his gun collection, and expressing his desire to kill someone. However, the police department said the shooter is protected under Missouri's Castle Doctrine, which allows homeowners to use deadly force against intruders. Number 5, the IRS continues to focus their audit activities in key small business areas. As a wise business owner, you should be able to defend several of those areas. Find out what they are in today's newsletter, brought to you by Texas CPA Katrina M. Kraft. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Intentionally reconnect with someone who you care about. All right. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with comedian Damon Williams and political contributor Cameron Riley as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show as always, y'all. Not this, definitely this. I do. I love y'all, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Y'all take care.